Crystal Maiden. Beyond that, it seems to be kind of team favorite. In the meta heroes right now, it really allows you to actually prepare for a draft. You know, if you ban out this Pugna on leftOneTV, might have shown that, you know, they're gonna take it in a certain direction, which is, you know, they might be going for a later game and they don't want the hard push of Pugna coming up, that sort of thing. But really fast, mind-bogglingly fast through this first draft. And leftOneTV, they've been doing this one quite a lot, the Treant Protector and the Phoenix lane. Of course, you have that Overgrowth, which is quite nice to pair up with the Phoenix Egg, and you know, they just lane quite nicely together. Treant Protector can just root with his passive, and Phoenix can then set him up nicely for an of course, just generally like stopping the enemy team healing whilst you've got Necrophos on your team, who's going to be healing like a madman anyway. And Ancient Apparition is a counter to Necrophos. You know, if he gets that ulti off on that Necrophos, then it's going to stop him being able to heal. So you just pick it up for yourself and kind of like take the heal for yourself if you like, or take the block. Yeah, it was pretty funny in the chat actually, and Sania said, where's Cube, what do I ban now? Because of course everybody knows that when you're playing against Cube, you gotta ban out that Pudge. But he stopped playing for leftOneTV recently. And really kind of burning into the reserve time on Alliance here. Taking their time over this last ban, they decided to get rid of the Brewmaster. That seems to make sense to me, because they recognize that the Phoenix Lizard's hero. Like, Lizard plays Phoenix really well, and I don't think anybody from leftOneTV would be taking this hero. So therefore he's going to be on that 4 position. Therefore leftOneTV still need that offlaner, which pairs up nicely with the Phoenix, and Brewmaster is exactly that. And wow, okay, Alliance, they take down the IO. So this is a hero we haven't seen a lot of action from since that change to the relocation. Of course, not being able to cast it whilst moving anymore. Really big change to the hero, really causes a lot of difficulties within that. leftOneTV will now take up their Tiny, which is a hero, you know,
Dyer's pick.
Relatively popular right now. And Alliance go back for the Bristleback again. Okay, well, they played it yesterday. I really wasn't expecting to see them playing it today. But it opens up a lot of opportunities in the draft, honestly. Like, I actually really like Bristleback, and IO Bristle is a horrible lane, but Ancient Apparition Bristle's not particularly fun to play against either. Now, yeah, he's a good hero. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like Tiny's pretty good versus Bristleback, though. With the toss back, he can really position, and he's a natural Shadow Blade builder, which means he will eventually get the Silver Edge as well. So, could be an interesting Bristleback game. Another thing as well is last time they put Mike on the Bristleback. Now, obviously, we can't see scrim details, but in his pub career, in his pub play history, he's played Bristleback a grand total of 7 times. And he played his first competitive game with him yesterday. So if Mike is playing this Bristle again, then, you know, interesting. They did it yesterday, I thought, because they were just kind of experimenting against backpacks, but now, you know, you'd expect them to be taking it seriously, and I guess they are taking this Bristleback pick very seriously, and they want to prove that they can play it. Along with Coach, you will play Bristleback.
Dyer's pick.
Alrighty, leftOneTV, final pick of the draft. What's it gonna be? What do you guys think?
5 seconds.
I haven't even actually talked about this Invoker here. I've just been so hung up on the Bristle pick that I haven't even mentioned the Invoker. But yeah, leftOneTV, take the Stormstormer Invoker again. Really did well yesterday. In fact, I think this is more or less the same draft they had yesterday. What carry did they have? They didn't have a carry. They had Tiny as their carry. And they had... No, Eskill was on the Tiny for sure. What was Wagga playing? Venno is actually what he was playing that game. Damn, I'm good. The recollection skills on this. I don't think we'll be seeing Venno again because Wagga actually hates the hero, but it doesn't do horribly here. The thing about Bristleback is that he can always build that pipe or the Crimson Guard as and when you need it. He really doesn't mind which one he builds. He might even build both if it's needed. Necro as well can even go in for a pipe if like, you know, if you're really feeling the damage reduction. So they're going to go with the Faceless Void, and that's a great hero pick up in this game. Keep the Necroft still, so pick it up at the start of the fight when he's nice and squishy, doesn't have all that regen going for him, and it can be same with the Bristleback as well. You can get in his face and not have to worry about hitting him from behind because you're a Faceless Void. You've got like 1,000 movement speed inside that Chronosphere, so you can just zip around, run around the side, hit him in the front, and do a whole load of damage.
5
Also,
seconds.
A nice hero to combo up with the Invoker for some big combos, and the Phoenix Egg as well. So yeah, I can see a lot of synergies within this team. Alliance, they're going to go for the Centaur Warrunner. Okay. So Centaur's the kind of hero which you can just pop the ulti when Phoenix uses that egg, and you can try and get yourselves away, provided you're not rooted up by the Treant or inside a Chronosphere. In case you didn't know, you can't run out of a Chronosphere. In fact, frozen in time. Yeah, big analysis here. But yeah, if Phoenix does drop that ulti in an annoying place, and you can reset the fight with that ultimate, also gives you some nice initiation. I doubt they'll be using it so much for initiation, except for the occasional gank or two, but in team fights, I'm expecting Boxy to really hold this ulti for the egg and to try and help them reposition themselves in a more favorable place versus this Phoenix. And also versus the Invoker as well. It's very useful to try and just kind of run away from the Meteor or run out of the range of the Meteor. It's the Treant. That's pretty smart. Right now, Hovey is down in the bottom lane, so they can switch this around if they really value these trees. Yeah, the ping's coming out saying, guys, they're doing some deforestation. What would the conservationists say?
It's almost time for everybody.
Not even making paper with these trees. And a little Shaker Spray comes down. Well, out alone in this bottom lane, doesn't show himself yet, but will proceed to do so as he peeks his head through the trees and sees a lizard there, staring him down. And Boxy and Sanya will come forwards here. Chase back.
Let's get
Wagga.
this farce over with.
You know what's good this game? Wait, am I? Okay, so max damage percentage. No, percentage increase. No, okay, I thought Sunray did damage based on, yeah, percentage of their health. Exactly. I was amazingly. So that's the Sunray is going to be super valuable this game because you've got a Bristleback and a Centaur and this Necrophos in the middle lane as well. All of these heroes have pretty high health pools and they rely on these high health pools to be the tanky heroes they are. And Sunray could really do a lot of work for us. Out come these fire spirits. And lane phase gets off to a start. Now, who really wins this lane? Well, we do have the IO going down with Bristle as expected. I think Bristle's fairly okay with this. It's kind of difficult for the Tiny to get a whole lot done here, I think. Oh, that was a bit of a clutch deny there from Nikke. Yeah, I think I'm kind of preferring this to be an alliance lane. You know, Lizard can really do work with Phoenix.
Radiant has fortified its structures.
Meanwhile, up at top, the tower's being pushed right back here as I think Boxy fortified this one in order to try and get some denies. I'm not quite sure what that fortifier is about, but who knows. Bringing it right under the tower here, and this Centaur doesn't even care. Does get rooted up, and the last creep's about to die, and the tower aggro, well, he'll take one hit from it, but he eats the trees anyway, so no big deal. As Insania just pulls the creep wave across and might even get himself a big creep for this as Wagga comes in. He wants it. He sees that farm, he goes, oh baby, I would like some of that, but it gets stomped up and Boxy will take it, and Wagger has wasted a fair chunk of health and time for this. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Stormstormer laning up versus Quakefer here. Things going relatively quietly, just kind of farming away as Quakefer gets the early advantage, as he does tend to. You know, Stormstormer needs a couple of points in his exort before he can start right-clicking. Also, Death Pulse is super annoying to lane against as any hero, really, because you'll see in action in a minute, but what he'll do is he'll Death Pulse up, and that'll heal the creeps, which Invoke is about to last hit, and then Quakefer can steal the deny for himself. This illusion is going to make things even more annoying for the Invoker in the lane, so rough start to this lane. Maybe it'll be better in the future, but these illusions as well. This damage coming out from Quakefer. Ouch. Doesn't look pretty. Luckily, he has got the quests, to heal himself up, so relatively okay with taking a bit of harass here, but yeah, also got a salve which he might pop in a bit. Yeah, just needs to make it past these first few levels though. Quakefer really getting quite aggressive onto Stormstormer here. Stormstormer. In comes the Death Pulse, and Quakefer's going deep for this one, but the healing should be a Stormstormer. One more right click. Oh, blocked by the creeps. Gonna have to south through this one. And then comes the cold snap. Quakefer realizes he has to get out with the creeps. Oh, they're stunning him up. The cold snap doing work. Quakefer, though, he's just gonna get himself out. No blood spilt. No, Quakefer still doesn't seem to be done. He's just playing around this middle tower. And in comes Lizard. He's made the long rotation. And he's going to set this Necro on fire as Stormstormer comes forward, but he's not got a whole lot of health. He's got to be careful as Quakefer kind of running. They can't right-click him because of these Fire Spirits. And Lizard just pushes him back, and it looks like everything is going to be neat in the mid lane. Oh, Boxy taking a little bit of damage just from Wagger and Hovey here up in the top lane. Things pretty quiet as Insania taking a bit of damage. Stunned, threatened, but not fired. Feathering the trigger there. And well, yeah, how's he doing? 13-1 right now. And he's going to have to time walk off that damage. The harass from the Ancient Apparition is quite severe. He's a great hero for harassing, of course, because he's got that insane range. And Chilling Touch as well can be very useful. Down the void, and now they're going to hold it instead. Wow, that was a very quick kill. Nothing that the TV could do about that one. And now they're going on Insania to try and get the return kill. Lizard is in, but they don't have the damage, they don't have the chase potential, and the AA just walks away scot-free. Meanwhile, Boxy going to be very happy with that kill. And Hovey, he can't walk across. They've killed these trees here, so Hovey can't make that transition across on the tree. But he is going to go for the rune. Top Tiger coming in, but yeah, that's going to go to S-Kill now. Hovey staying in Viz, going to root up the Centaur and try and steal the rune from him. Let's see if he's successful. Actually, he's probably just going to go for it. Yep. He goes for Boxy. Boxy's too quick. Man with lightning fingers, as they call him, in his hometown. Anyway, Stormstormer in the middle lane, still struggling, 20 versus 31. Equal on denies though, so at least his XP won't be hurt so badly. Yeah, both kind of feathering around the edge of level 6. Up at top, it's going down again though as they make the play onto Boxy here. Lizard rotates in, and Wagamama with the bash. Need it, but just going for the style points there. And with a successful rotation. Meanwhile at bottom, Eskill's kind of just playing in the tree line here. He doesn't have a support, so Tiger cannot find him. Meanwhile in the middle lane, it's actually Stormstorm that goes down as Insania runs in, and yeah, that's just going to be the Reaper's side coming through. Early kill onto the Invoker. Not what starts the game he's looking for. There goes that range creep. Tiger and Nikkei chasing down Eskill, so he's got this Viscous Nasal creep. And it's going to start to go to work soon, but yeah, the Avalanche is enough to chase them away, but they have forced this tiny Adel down as Lizard goes on the hunt here, and does indeed find himself a pick-off here with the help of Hovey. Both are doing very, very well in this middle lane now, though, with a kill and 11 last hits above Stormstormer. It's a pretty brutal lane, but at least he's got this quaff to heal himself up. But yeah, you know, I was going to say Necrophos doesn't really have the burst, but as we've seen, you know, he was able to take him down just with the Reaper's Scythe and the help of an AA who isn't exactly a high burst hero either, so clearly they don't need it. Meanwhile up at top. Farming up, Hovey is here.